Well, what's going on? It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, West Coast time. Actually, it's 4:01. January 20th, 2025, from Monday, Martin Luther King birthday. I'm not daring to say about what day it was supposed to be, mainly because it would give me upset stomach if I happen to say or feel anything about the day. Yes, I'm well aware of what today was, and now how a few countries in the northern, central, and South America are going to be feeling about a certain lunatic, not to mention the rest of the party that just moved into office. I know my own town of Rosamond, California is going to have conniption fits with those who are liberal and woke minded and democratic. They already started a while ago, actually too long ago. And what they want is basically to be a pain in the ass. A long while ago, some of the independents were noticing that one of the Doge guys did a Nazi salute. He was looking very stoned or something like that, or high on drugs or something. Because one of the independents was watching the head movement, and not to mention the eyes. And apparently, I think he was high on drugs or something like that because he was being a very, I don't know what the hell he was being, on a stage, acting as if he's acting out or something. A very dangerous situation we've got going on. Already, countries of Mexico and Panama at this point have already been alerted to the border crossings and issues. Not to mention Trump still putting out on his, didn't put it on True Social, he put it into his inaugural address of still wanting to claim Panama Canal for ourselves, and then alerting Denmark and the United Nations and NATO about potential moves, aggressive moves towards Greenland. I don't know what the hell Trump wants with all this shit. He had said so in his remarks on social media, including True Social, that he still wants to have Canada as the 51st state. Whoever's the current prime minister right now in Canada and the rest of the party who's in charge, the ruling party of the parliament right now, don't take this guy as a joke. Take him serious. We had just elected a guy who's supposed to be being a unifier, and yet he wants to change the waters in the Caribbean. Could have just said it to see if Caribbean, I could, or Caribbean waters, something like that. But no, it was the Gulf of America. And the people who were leaving the power in charge were rolling their heads, holding off the laughter, but they also realized this guy's dangerous as hell. And he's not joking. He's not kidding. He's going to do what he's threatening to do right now. We're in for it. We're in for it. He's already made the jokes. He's already made the threats. Once he makes some promises, he's completing his insanity here. Hillary knew that this guy was already off his wall. Should have been locked up in an insane asylum. I suppose my remarks are going to get me in trouble too. Well, they probably will. The guy wants peace, and yet he's threatening war in Central America. And the American people voted the bastard in. It's America's fault. American people's fault for doing this. I blame them. I blame them. I don't blame the process of democracy. For some of those who didn't think that democracy would have a chance, they voted against it, either by omission or by voting against it. By thinking that the Democratic Party wasn't going to be a savior, they voted for, or not voted, a situation, and we're all going to be paying for it. We've been told, we've been warned, we didn't pay attention. It begins. It begins. Certain things, certain portraits, or certain ideas are going to be bouncing around left and right. A portrait of a general who had been cleared and pardoned by the outgoing President of the United States. His portrait had been removed from Pentagon hallway by the order of Trump. Trash bag, I'm sorry. Vivek Swamy, well, he's going for someone else's position. Maybe he's going to go for senator. Or whatever he's going to go for. But away from the White House, hopefully. And it's a demonstration of their own ideology. You have the hate groups patrolling streets now. I'm going to wait and see if we do it over here in Roseman. They can do it online, being trolls, as they are. I didn't watch the whole thing. Actually, I didn't watch any of it. I had access to it. I chose not to because I know how much of it was going to be sinking and driving me crazy. And I know that Trump's remarks were going to be not of peace, but of confusion. No clear line goals. Basically, chaos and confusion will be the next 4 years, or maybe longer than that, of American policy. If we actually survive the 4 years of him being in office and people following his policies, it's going to take us decades to clean up the mess. This is not like cleaning up an oil spill, even though that's toxic enough anyway. No, we already put in too much toxicity into the world culture. If we survive this, it'll be a bloody miracle, and I'm worried about the blood part. I wouldn't put it past them. 2 hours of dealing with him, just understand, I could not deal with that. And when Trump did his swearing, he didn't do it on the Bible. Somebody got video of that, where he didn't do it. He doesn't believe in God. He doesn't believe in the Constitution. He believes in power and money and corruption. Said before, it's going to take us years to recover from his insanity, if we actually recover at all. And what about those who have voted this in? They think it's going to be cleaning up and bringing America back? If we happen to get into a war with another country, is that being peaceful for our emperors? If our economy tanks, is that bringing the prices down for the bread and eggs? Eggs are being influenced by the avian flu, but some people are going to be throwing in conspiracies. Maybe it's something else causing it, and that we're going to be paying the price for it. I know the last time we did, we were paying higher prices for it, until it was proven wrong. But that was when a 4-year period that we actually had Biden in office. So, are we going to be able to survive this one, I wonder? I don't know. I know that Biden was busy pardoning Trump's political rivals and enemies. Shouldn't have been there in the first place. I mean, Trump had a conniption fit over these people who were trying to do their jobs. But Trump didn't care. A doctor, an immunologist, epidemiologist, doing work trying to find clues about why the viruses were there, how to stop them, immunizations, trying to take care of a lifetime of these monsters. And yet he gets to be politically targeted because of his own viewpoints and scientific viewpoints. So, and we have other people who put Trump through a grilling because of his mouth, because of his actions of trying to obtain and hold on to power by using others as a scapegoat. A lot of those people caused death, destruction, and got jail. Well, Trump's going to be pardoning a hell of a lot of people as soon as he get his list together of how many people got busted for January 6th. And a different history was told about January 6th. Of course, a lot of people are like, huh? No, because he doesn't want that to be his epitaph. I didn't want to see it. I saw it. Right now, one of the billionaires who is trying to be part of Trump's cabinet is getting more recognition for a Nazi salute than anything else. It could have been an empire. I mean, if I wanted to look at it in one particular way, sort of media example over here. Mirror, image. It was an episode, I think, first or second season of Star Trek original series, where you have an empire instead of a federation, and they did this. You see, Hail the Emperor, or something like that. Probably something they would do. Actually, in the Roman Empire, I think they did this. But that alone, with that kind of a salute, oh, they know, they understand, they don't care. And that's not about America. No. Their version of America, but it isn't America, period. We're going to see and talk about a lot more things. And wondering whether or not we're actually going to have a country, not just by population, not just by the physical parameters, but if we actually have the American spirit still alive, or is it going to be kindling after a wildfire? I'm not talking about the wildfires of Canada either. I'm talking about the entire country being on fire, mentally and physically. Because actions are going to be taken, actions feared to be taken. And how much we're going to be getting our asses rammed one way or another. And we just don't even understand it until it happens. It's scary. And it's going to happen. Actually, it is happening right now. And again, I blame the people because they're the ones responsible for this shit. Thank you very much, voters, for bringing down America.